All right. First and foremost, I want to start off by saying, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Kol Halal Yahweh, Ba Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba Shem, Rakah Kwadash. Shalom to you sincere Akim out there listening, learning, and pushing this truth. And shalom to the few sincere Akwaf that are out there listening and learning as well. With that being said, Adawan Ratazah, this will be edifying. As usual, I'm going to go into Rakah Kwadash. And it's going to be quick. I just had a couple things I screenshotted. The main thing is basically, it's going to be this one here. Iran and China and Russia conducting joint drills. You know, nothing we don't already know, but, you know, bring out a couple precepts. But I also had saw this. As Tesla stock falls, some pension fund managers worry and critics rage, right? And I saw this before DJ Chump, I call him Wayne Brady, Wayne Brady, let's make a deal. Before old DJ Chump decided to jump in that Tesla, this is what was going on. The Tesla stocks been doing real bad, you know. Esau's proud, man. Even Elon Musk, he's a definition of a proud Edomite, talking shit, threatening. I forgot to mention that too. Threatening different EU nations over Starlink. This man thinks he's more than he is, man. His terribleness have deceived him. The pride of his heart have deceived him, and they're really on the ropes, man. This is all a facade. It's really all a facade. They're down. They sleazy E. Primarily, you Babylonians, you're down bad, man. We can the men of the Lord. We can see through you. We can see through you, man. It's all theater. You're really in a quagmire. You're in a pickle. You done stepped in it. You don't know how to get yourself out of this predicament. So real quick, it says, since Elon Musk went to Washington D.C. Since Elon Musk went to Washington D.C. to slash the government alongside President Trump, the stock of his electric car company Tesla has taken a significant hit, tumbling nearly 48% this year. So even him being in the cabinet can't save that goddamn company. Even DJ Trump sitting his ass in that Tesla or allegedly gonna buy one, that ain't gonna save that company. That company's through. But it's not just Musk who is taking the hit. The stock plunge, and we know that the stock market has been extremely volatile for the last couple months, man, and it's getting worse and worse because it's inevitable. A major collapse is coming. It's overwarranted. It's overdue. But it's not just Musk who is taking the hit. The stock plunge has caused outrage among some shareholders and another group that's now sounding the alarm: pension fund managers. So what you saw with DJ Chump, they were scrambling. That was a Hail Mary. Hail Mary full of grace. It ain't gonna save nothing. It ain't gonna save nothing. If you know anything about Teslas, they're piece of shit cars, man. Especially the Cybertruck. Poorly made, poorly designed. The goddamn half of the fucking shit they promise you with the AI and shit ain't working right. This man is through. Again, he's really not ready to roll out his New World Order, man. But Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is forcing his hand. His 15-minute cities, they ain't ready to go. His Internet of Things, he hasn't really figured it out yet. You know, he's in a trap. The trap is laid, and it's gonna lead to his demise. And we can't wait. This is something else that I saw, which we already know. Trump says imposing 50%. Now he's went from 25 to 50% tariffs on because now it's tit for tat. Everybody's tired of your shit, and that's what the other article is going to go into. How is the hammer of the earth broken asunder? You're watching it. America's losing its hegemony. America ain't as big and bad as they think they are. They feeling themselves, and it's it's beautiful to behold. They about to get mollywopped by these other nations, primarily by Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and the angels. Trump says imposing 50% tariffs on Canadian steel, aluminum. President Donald Trump says increased tariffs come in response to Ontario's surcharge on electricity exports to U.S. So you all know what he said. He said if he has the premier of Canada said if he needs to cut the power to certain states like New York, he will. So hey, it ain't looking good in Babylon. It ain't looking good in Babylon. They was huffing and they puffing and threatening and posturing, and they being met with the same resistance. So right now they playing poker. So we gonna see who really has the cards. Since you want to talk shit to Zelensky, you got the cards. We gonna see you ain't got the cards. You're bluffing. You're playing poker and you're bluffing, and we could see it clearly. America's in shambles. It's in shambles. Breaking news. Mass layoffs are expected to start Tuesday night, last night, at the Department of Education, with nearly half of the staff to be eliminated, sources say. Department of Education faces up to 50% layoffs after closure notice. So more layoffs. I used to do a little that was a trend. More layoffs. Every time I turned around, more layoffs. And if you're doing the math, the number is getting, everything's coming to a head. More and more layoffs, but what jobs are being created? With these tariffs, what the fuck you gonna think is gonna happen? Do you think that's gonna promote, that's gonna boost the economy, that's gonna boost the jobs? No, that's gonna cause more layoffs. That's gonna cause the price of goods to go up. Construction, which was already in shambles, commercial real estate, residential real estate, that shit is through. You had major real estate companies going out of business. Man, this place is through, man. Ray Charles could see it. You know? They're trying to control the collapse. And how are they controlling the collapse? With their fucking media. With lies, deceit, propaganda, trying to control the narrative. But anybody with a brain can see America's hanging on by a thread. This is the main thing I wanted to speak on. That I got it right here. Iran, is from Al Jazeera English. This is from this morning. Which they've been doing this. Why? Because they're on one accord. Unlike America, Babylon the Great, and their allies. They're divided. More so than ever. And we know what Yahushua said, a kingdom divided against itself cannot stand. The EU is divided. Well, there's the EU, the Brexit, they were divided. Britain, the UK leaving the Europe, the EU or whatever, with Brexit, the 10 toes, partly strong, partly weak. Now they're becoming consolidated, and what's consolidating them? They have a common enemy. And who is the common enemy? America. That's why it says they shall hate the whore and burn them with fire. Even your own mother shall be sore confounded in you. You know, your closest allies, China and Mexico, you causing shit with you know, you fucking with them. Not too long ago, Russia was debating putting missiles in fucking Mexico, right there at your border, like you want to do to Ukraine, like you did to them in Ukraine. So this thing is getting hot and heavy, baby. This thing is your pot heating up, man. The pot is starting to boil. Iran, Russia, China conduct joint naval drills in Gulf of Oman. The exercises are aimed at strengthening cooperation between the three countries. All nuclear powers, man. All superpowers. And get underway, and we know Iran are the Persians, right? So it says, and get underway as Iran accuses the U.S. of bullying. And everybody can see that. They the bully on the block. They're the hammer of the earth, but they're being broken asunder. So that's the point. That's the point. I ain't going to be long, you know. Beautiful times that we're living in for the hopeful elect. Horrific times, as I always say, for the rest of you. Primarily, you heathens. You Edomites. Adawamya. You Gawayam. You fucking heathens. And 2/3 of Yasharallah that refuse to repent. Tick tock. The sand in the hourglass is running out. This is the main, I'm going to read Ezekiel 38 and Joel 3. We know it. Nothing super deep. I just wanted to put it on wax again, bring it back to memory, because we are definitely in these times. 'Tis the season of judgment. All hell is about to break loose. We're at the door of Jacob's trouble. Famine, pestilences, more plagues, sedition in the streets, no work. The third woe is coming quick. The third woe is already here, man. But it's about to get real spicy. A judgment starting with Yasharallah, the ancient men, which that's already happening. Beautiful times, man. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is truly working, and it's a beautiful work if you're paying attention. I'm gonna start at 6, because we always go into why is all these things happening in the earth? For the controversy of Zion. You touch the apple of the Lord's eye. A recompense is coming in the earth. This is all about Esau and Jacob, baby. The main characters in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai's movie. We are the protagonists. Yasharallah, you tribes, the good guys. And Esau Edom, who's deceived the whole world, had the whole world drunken on his Babylon juice, his ideologies, his philosophies, his wayward thoughts. Esau Edom, he's the antagonist, he's the bad guy, he's the villain of this movie, of this story, and the whole world is waking up to it, and they're ready to take action. They're tired of it. They're ready to take the bully down. So it says Joel 3 and 6. The children also of Yahweh, Judah, and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their border. Yeah, we're in the land that you scattered us. We're all over. The diaspora, but the bulk of us are in the Americas, the land of the north. These two nations are mine. Yeah, nigga, you gonna pay for it. You refuse to let us go. So when Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai returns, guess what? We still gonna be found in your hands. And it's beautiful. Time for you to pay. Time for you to drink of this cup. Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither you have sold them, primarily in the Americas, primarily in the good old US of A, in the place where it was said, you are not the children of the Most High, there shall it be said, you are the sons of the living power. So it says, behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them. What was the first stocks sold on the New York Stock Exchange? What was the first stocks? What was the first commodity? Slaves, souls of men, women and children. To be more exact, Negroes, Igbos, Hebrews. They always talk about the stock market, right? What was this? That was the fucking the stage that you stood up on, man, bucky naked, like the goddamn Columbine, fucking devils, man. You gonna pay. Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither you have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head. It's the time of recompense, the time of payback to the wicked, all of you that are wicked. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, Yahweh, and they shall sell them to the Sabians, to a people far off. For the Lord Yahweh have spoken it. It's the main point. Verse 9, Joel 3 and 9. Proclaim ye this among the... And we've been telling you, and they taken heed. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. The second woe past, the third woe cometh quickly. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. We done broke this down a million times, man. You know what it means, man. You put all your attention, all your energy, all your effort. Don't put it into agriculture. Don't put it into building up your infrastructure. Put it into the military industrial complex Okay? Make more nukes. Make more hypersonic missiles. You know? Make more naval air carriers. You know? Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Put all your attention to the war effort. Let the weak say, I am strong. That's why, because why? Ezekiel 38, which I'm going to go into. Russia, Gog and Magog, not to mention China, they're not alone. They're allies, and they're aligned. Put yourself array at her. They're lined up against the core. So it says, let the weak say, I am strong. Prime example, North Korea. That was a so-called third world nation, a so-called weak nation, behind in the times and all this shit, behind technologically and all this type stuff. DJ Chump, a.k.a. Wayne Brady, mocked the leader of North Korea, called him Rocket Man. You don't hear none of that shit no more. Why? Because they have a strong ally. They've been, Russia and North Korea, they've been swapping out, different, what's the word I'm looking for? Sharing information. This whore, Babylon, they talking about withholding information. It's the complete opposite with the BRICS. They're sharing weaponry, shells, and technology. They're on one accord. Beautiful. It says, let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourself. That's what they've been doing that. And come, all ye here. A lot of them speak different languages, so they got to get on one accord. They got to get somewhere to communicate, somewhere to, they a main thing that you need during war is communication. This goddamn demon, Elon Musk with his Starlink, he threatening his allies, talking about, calling them calling them outside of their name, talking about even though they done paid for the Starlink. I forget who was that, Poland? I forget. They was like, we already paid for this shit. $50 million a year we pay for Starlink. He talking about shutting it down. So what? They looking for workarounds, looking for their own satellites or different companies. This shit is getting real, bro. Real spicy. It says, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, because we don't really give a fuck about you heathen, man. You're the extras in the movie. You know what I'm saying? You ain't the main characters. Again, the main characters are Esau and Jacob. The heathen are as a drop in the bucket. They're likened unto spittle, insignificant. You just a means to an end, but you gonna pay too, because you were confederate with this devil. You had a hand in our downfall, per Psalms 83. So you ain't gonna get away. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord Yahweh. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, Yahweh Shaphat, Yahweh's decision. For there will he set to judge all the heathen round about. He gonna plead with all flesh. The word plead means to judge. That's the time that we're coming into. It's inevitable, Mr. Anderson. The whole chapter is good, but like I said, I'm not making this long. And in Ezekiel 38, and the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against them. Because they're talking about Russia, right? Yeah, Russia is a key player in this third world war, but they're also just a means to an end. Yahweh, as it's going to say, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh is against you also, because guess what? You're an Edomite. Again, that show how the kingdom is divided. Satan is divided against Satan. But this is Yahweh Bashim Yahweh movie. It's beautiful. and say, Thus saith the Lord Adawan Yahweh, Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. Yeah, we don't give a fuck if you open up the Russian icons. You ain't telling the whole truth. You telling half truth still. You know? Why don't you tell who really ruled, who the true czars were? You know? Why don't you tell who you are? You know? And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company. That's what you're seeing. Iran, China, North Korea, you know? The BRICS nations, even a great company with bucklers and shields. They've been sharing weaponry, you know? All on one accord, preparing for this galactic battle. All of them handling swords. They all got them ICBMs. What did it say? All that have nuclear capabilities, they're going to empty the clip on Babylon. Persia, which I said is Iran, Ethiopia, and Libya, with them, all of them with shield and helmet. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarmah of the north quarters and all his bands. It's going to be a world war. All these nations about to tap in, and many people with thee. Again, it's going to be a world war, not just a little spat, not just a little proxy war in Ukraine. Eventually, which it's already happening, you're going to be gathered to the so-called Middle East, Western Asia, you know, to a land barren and desolate. You see? Be thou, which is, if I'm not mistaken, the Apostle Tahar broke down, that's like around Saudi Arabia, around that area. You see? So it says, be thou prepared. They're preparing themselves. They're beating their plowshares into swords. All their attention is towards the war effort. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself. Thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. That's the point. The whole chapter is good, but that's the point that I want for this lesson. They're prepared, man. They're prepared. They've been prepared. And you ain't seen nothing yet. They're tired of the bully on the block. Things are about to get hot and heavy, baby. We can't wait. So keep watching, keep praying, keep fighting, keep pushing. We're close. Shalom. Wa abad babal. Kwam Yasharallah.